Are you listening?
Welcome to the Real and Real Pod. My name is David, and I'm here with my co-host, the Mighty Mini Marcy.
Hello.
Have you ever watched a movie and thought to yourself, what if this happened in real life? That's what this show's about.
Yep.
So, Marcy, can you tell us what today's question is?
Yes. Today's question is, what if everyone was a shapeshifter based off the movie Captain Marvel?
Your life began the day it nearly ended. We found you with no memory. We made you one of us. So you could live longer, stronger, superior. You were reborn.
Carol Danvers becomes one of the universe's most powerful heroes when Earth is caught in the middle of a galactic war between two alien races. I feel like I can do that better. Carol Danvers becomes one of the universe's... Nah, I'm fine. So do you want to see this movie?
What? That was a terrible synopsis.
That's all they have.
That's it?
Yep. That's the only one I
Wow.
can find, because if you go to Google, it just shows, because it's Marvel, it's all this other content. It doesn't even show the plot for some possible reason.
Well-
they're just overkill. Anyway, do you want to see this movie?
I mean, it's okay.
That doesn't answer anything.
Yeah, it does.
Do you want to see this movie? I mean, it's okay. That's not what I asked. That's if I said, how is the movie?
Okay, so do I want to see this movie? But that's my answer. I mean, it's okay. Like,
It's not an answer to the question.
It
It's like
is.
on a test. Like, did we travel around the Earth like in 80 days? It's okay. What? We didn't. That's not an option. It's yes or no.
okay. Do I want to see this movie? I mean, I wouldn't mind it. It seems like another just Marvel movie, which it basically is. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'd be a little like, I feel like I'd miss out on something, so I'd want to watch it because everyone else is watching it. But other than that, it's not like, oh, I must see this movie. It's like, okay, cool. I can spend some time watching this. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, finally.
Okay, so what's your answer?
When I first saw the trailers, it looked like, not garbage. It just looked bad. The trailers did not look good to me whatsoever. I know everyone loves everything Marvel, but the trailers just didn't look good. And it looked very old.
Yeah, it's set in the 90s.
No, not that type of old. It makes no sense. That means every period piece, that looks old. No, I meant old as in superhero movies. It feels
Oh, like
very,
old school superhero
Yeah,
movies.
very old
Okay.
school, which was really weird to me.
It is a little weird.
Because it felt like I was watching either like the first Captain America or the first Iron Man. Not because it's just one person, just the way it's shot and the way it looks.
It does.
It for some reason had this old feel. I'm like, I thought we passed this. We're on to bigger and better things. You can get more creative with this. This seemed very...
I guess they wanted to go back to their roots because
very
of
paint
the-
by numbers, and it's annoying. And it feels like this is a soft reboot. Like, this will be our new leading person because eventually Captain America is going to be gone. Just lead us off into a new day.
Wait,
'Cause
why is Captain America disappearing?
his contract's ending? So that's why I don't like that contracts are open and people know this, because I don't understand how people are surprised when people die in movies. Just look at the contract for Marvel movies. You can tell when someone's going to die or close to it, or they're going to re-up and get a new contract. Obviously. Or just look at the rest of their career. You can tell if they're going to stay around for a while. Robert Downey Jr. is going to be around for a while because he ain't got much else going on, okay? Chris Evans wants to leave. He wants to do more, I think, directing and stuff. So I'm sure when his contract's up, which is probably in a movie or so, he's gone. So they need another leader.
Who's he? He's
Captain America.
Okay.
They need another leader. This will be the perfect person to step in. There you go. Because she's likable. Brie Larson? Is that her name?
I think so.
Yeah. I like her. She's awesome. She has one of the best movies ever that I've ever seen called Room. Love that movie. Anyway. So that's how I felt about this movie. So no, I wasn't hyped for it. I didn't care to see it. I'm probably going to see it early because I'm going to do a review on it. So wait for that. It's coming out soon. Another puzzle review. It's going to be awesome. But no, I'm not hype about it. Matter of fact, the review probably is out now. So go look at it. It's on YouTube. Okay. Go find us. Real and Real Pod on YouTube. Okay, moving on. So what is your first point?
My first point is that if everyone was a shapeshifter, there would be anti-shift bans.
How can you stop me?
I put a band on you.
Oh, I thought you meant bands as
No,
in
not bands
banning.
as in band, as in like armband, headband, bracelet, band.
That's boring. It's a boring world. Just everywhere?
No, for like criminals.
So basically, oh, you didn't say that. I was about to say, so basically we're just living life like now.
No, no, for criminals. They get taken because it's like, we finally caught you. Slap, and instead of handcuffs, you get anti-shift bands.
What would it matter if I handcuff you? I know you're always that person, even if you change people, the way you look. I still got you handcuffed. Right? Don't I?
What?
Okay, I handcuff you.
Right.
Let's say you shape-shift into my captain. I'm not going to be like, oh, Cap, how did you get here? Like in movies that people are dumb. I'm like, I handcuffed someone. This person's still handcuffed. This obviously is the person.
Unless they shapeshift to someone with very small wrists.
So you'd have to know the circumference of someone with their wrist.
No.
Can they just make
when
their
you
wrist
put the-
tinier?
No, yes. So they'd make their wrists tiny.
Just I'll give
Right. So
I'll
they have
make
an
them,
anti-shift band. So when you
I'll
slap
put
it on
whatchamacallit
them,
on them.
what's it? Oh, the Chinese finger trap.
Chinese finger traps doesn't matter. It'll always tighten. Well, bam, bam.
Unless you don't struggle.
But they will because they'll be shape-shifting. You know what? We do multiple levels. Okay, we got your feet. We got your
my
ankles. Straight jacket.
We're shackling you, basically.
Shackling you completely.
Jesus.
Well, bam, bam. You got to take extra measure with all these shape-shifting.
No. See, the bands, what I was thinking is like the bands, you put them on them and it would snap them to their original person.
Okay.
And then they can't shift anymore
Okay.
while those are on them.
How does that benefit you?
Because you catch them and now they're them in prison with a band on. Like,
Doesn't matter. They could be anybody in the prison. I don't care. Go become anybody you want to be. Anybody you want to be. Go be a famous actor. You're in prison. I'm not going to be like, how did the actor get in here?
Yeah, well, they can't because when you're in there, that's like a privilege. They get the privilege to do that. And when they're in prison,
It's a privilege to
you get take
shapeshift?
it away. Yeah.
Okay.
So they have anti-shifting bands. Also, you put it on your child so that you can't lose them.
Okay. That
put
one
it-
makes way more sense than prisoners in jail.
Well, yeah. So, okay, fine, for children.
No, we'll just keep prisoners in jail for some possible reason. And kids. That makes more sense.
Yep.
Okay.
That's my first point. What's your first point?
My first point. People would have multiple families. Bam. Simple as that. Because it'll be easier to cheat because you can just shape shift and look like somebody else. Maybe your family isn't giving you enough love, okay? So you're like, I'm going to find me a family that actually is going to appreciate me and appreciate all the things I do for them. I wash their clothes. I make them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches without the crust. I make them nice macaroni and cheese. I wash the dishes. I clean the house. And they don't even give me love. I'm
Wow.
going over here to this other family who gives me all the love and pampers me. And then that person who's your spouse will be like, I hate pampering this person. I'm going to go somewhere else who else pampers me. And it'll just be a continuous cycle of people with families. There you go.
Wow, that'd be terrible for when people try to have kids. It's like,
Why?
because you had kids with this one and then you disappear and then it's like, oh, look, I found that. And then you find out that you're like brothers and
Vacation.
sisters. Oh, what?
I'm on a vacation, so that's how I can have another family.
Vacation's all I ever wanted.
Well, it's not what I want, but I need to go do it so I can check on my other family. There you go.
Okay. That makes sense. Yours is a little more detailed than my cheaters.
Also, you can't... Because you were saying that if you had kids and those kids get together, right? That can't happen.
Right?
Because they do blood tests before you get married.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, you can keep saying that. Yes, it's a fact.
Is it just in Georgia?
It's supposed to be everywhere. If someone got married without a blood test, that state needs to change that. They do it because people don't know if they're related.
Why is that? Okay.
Why is it a thing? Because people could be cousins and not know.
Ew.
Now, this is not a blood test before you have sex. It's just a blood test when you get married.
Oh gosh, that'd be terrible if you. Ow.
Why do you say no? Are you saying that you knew people who didn't get a blood test?
Yes.
Then they went around the system.
There's states that don't require it.
Oh, y'all states need to change that. That's a problem.
Like, let's see.
Isn't that concerning to you?
State marriage license and blood. So most do not require the blood test for this. They just check for premarital blood test checks for venereal diseases and rubella.
But not if they're related?
No,
That's a
not-
problem.
That's not a thing that all ones. That's not what all ones do.
I thought all of them do. Well, here's the thing. Okay, next election, let's vote on that law. I I can't see. I understand people have different views of opinions of like.
See, look, a handful of states still require blood tests for couples planning to marry. Most do not. For information, let's see what states do.
No, we don't need to do all that.
But yeah, so yeah, Alabama doesn't. Alaska doesn't.
Okay, again, you're saying things that I said we don't.
Georgia doesn't.
Okay, well,
So they're not
I'm definitely
required.
going to get a blood test. Because I understand people have different views of different rules and laws.
Right,
That's
yeah.
when you might want to know that you don't marry your cousin. Okay?
That is true.
You might not want to be married to somebody you're related to.
Right, 'cause you
don't-
might have some
unless that's your
funky-looking
thing,
kids.
but you
Ew.
might have some problems down the line.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, so maybe get that checked out.
Especially for people that like I don't know a lot of my family. That would be terrible.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Oh.
Who does this benefit to not do this? Who's saying this? Who cares about this rule? I don't like this rule. Why wouldn't you?
I don't like
this?
needles.
They could swab your mouth.
Oh, okay. That's not a blood test then.
It's a DNA test.
Yeah, that's not a blood test.
DNA test. Is that what? Is that you could do that? Maybe that's not blood, but maybe it's DNA testing. Yeah. Google that. Mercy.
What is that screeching? Anyway, okay.
But they should definitely do DNA test.
That one makes more sense
That's
than
what
a
I-
blood
yeah.
test. Okay.
Well, I was thinking DNA with the blood, which you can do, but still,
True.
DNA test should be a mandatory thing around all the United States. Well, all the world. You shouldn't marry your relatives.
that'd be.
There's probably people listening to who are married to their relatives. We can't listen to this podcast anymore.
We can't do this anymore.
I'm sorry, guys. But anyway, whose point were we on?
Mine, which is the same as your point.
What was my point?
Cheaters.
Family.
You said
we were
many
We
families.
were on my point. Now we're transitioning to yours. Don't
Yes,
be
you
saying we
said-
were on yours. We were
No,
on
I
mine. So what is your
Sorry, we were on
point that
yours.
apparently relates to mine?
Yes, because you said that everyone would have many families. I just said that we'd have a lot of cheaters cheating
Yes, we would.
because I can easily just say, oh, yeah, I'm just going to be over here. And then, like, didn't I see you over there? No, that wasn't me. And I changed my face or my body or whatever. I changed my shape so I can be a whole different person and be with a whole different person. Or, you know what? Maybe they do that so that they can keep the relationship, like, nice and spicy.
Here's something that I thought of that would be funny. Let's say you and I are married, but we are not happy. Or if we are happy, okay, both of us are cheating. What if we're cheating with each other? Because you shapeshift
And then
I
you
shapeshift,
shapeshifted.
and you'd be like, my husband does similar things as you do.
My wife does
My wife
similar
does
things
similar
as you do.
Anyway, moving on. Just live life cheating.
And then flip back and then go home. Hi, honey. How was your vacation? How was your work trip?
that
How
would
was
be an awesome skit.
That would be hilariously
That'd
funny,
be
though.
so funny. You're cheating on your spouse with your spouse. That'd be funny.
Imagine if one got pregnant. What if they got pregnant? They're like, oh, it's not yours. It's the cheaters. And then it's actually yours because you're the cheater.
I am the cheater.
And it's like, oh no, I'm pregnant. Oh yeah, we've.
What if she doesn't tell, right? And then they go to the hospital and he's like, they do it because she's like not sure whose baby it is.
Right.
And then she thinks it might be the other man. Of course, it's her husband. And then he has a DNA test. He's like, oh, thank goodness, it is your baby. Yeah, it's your baby. And then she goes to the other man, I have a baby with another man. I have a baby with another woman.
And then how old are they? When was the baby born?
Just born. Could have been yours. Well,
And then
that
they do the
timeline would still
DNA
work
test
out.
on that one, and then it's like, wait a
Well,
minute.
if you do a DNA test on one, you wouldn't do a DNA test on the other person. Why would you? You
true.
gotta thumbs up for the first one. Just in case.
Yeah.
That's if you don't want the DNA test to be true. I don't like this husband. Is it? Can you take one too, just in case?
It's like I don't want it to be his. I want it to
Yeah,
be yours.
maybe
And they
yours.
take it, and
Maybe
it's
the
like
chromosomes
so
are all
it's
mixed
still
up.
the father. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yep.
Wait. Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay, cheater.
Like, what if they're in denial and they're like, "No, it's my husband's. It's not yours."
It's weird. Very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Well, weird. But yeah, that's my second point, which ties into your first point, so that there'd be a lot of cheaters be cheating. Since you're gonna have a lot of families, I'm just gonna have a lot of cheaters.
Shh, I'm recording the thing. Okay, I gotta record this thing. Hey guys, so I know what you're thinking. I love the show, but how can I convey how much I adore it? That's easy. Just head over to patreon.com/realandrealpod. That's ReelInRealPod. You can donate $1 to show your support. You'll get some cool stuff in return. It's a thank you from us. You even get a shout out on the show. But what if you don't have an extra dollar? And what if you don't love us enough to steal from your great grandma while she's sleeping? Well, you can go to iTunes and give us a rating. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, or just tell all of your neighbors, friends, enemies, and that one weird guy down the street about the show. We appreciate any support. If you're a company that wants us to advertise your product, you can contact us at realandrealpod@gmail.com. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the show.
So what is your second point?
My second point, no more homeless people.
Why? Because they just shift and go into a house?
They shift and look like other people. Or pets.
A pet.
Like a cat or a dog or
A
something.
pet.
Yes.
A whole
Because then they always have a home. Bam.
You know there's homeless people that choose to be homeless, right?
But as far as I knew, they chose to be homeless because they didn't want to pay bills.
No.
Why do they choose to be homeless?
There are some homeless people that are just like, I'm tired of living life this way. Like what was it? I think in New York, when my mom was a kid, there was like a bunch of people that went homeless, and it was because they were wanted for a crime or something, and they just disappeared because nobody checks in on the homeless people.
Okay, but if I'm wanted for a murder, I go to be homeless so they can't find me.
Mm-hmm.
If I have the option to be an animal and be in a house, they still can't find me.
True, and then
Now
you
I
have
have a
an
home.
easier way to kill more people.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. My
There's
God.
two types of people in the world.
What
But
in
if
the
you're like,
world?
oh, I like that person, and they like dogs, let me just shift.
No.
I'm a dog now, roof, roof.
No.
And then
No.
you just kill them.
Just I have a home to be in.
No, you just kill them, and then there you go. You have more target. That's a serial killer, not a murderer. Anyway,
It depends on how often you kill.
if you're like that serial killer, I know it was on NCIS, and it was like a fake thing. At least I hope it's fake. It was a family that killed people and ate their toes. Like,
A family?
well, it was a husband and a wife,
That's
and
not
they
a
would kill
family.
people.
They're a couple.
Well, the kids were there. I don't think they had kids.
were
They
there
didn't
too.
have kids.
Okay, no kids.
So it's fine, a
family.
couple. A
We
couple.
are a family like a giant. I had thought of that lyric the other day. That makes no sense. It's like a giant tree. What does
We're
that
all
mean?
connected.
That's stupid.
We are here together.
No.
We're
It's more
through
like
thick
we're a
and
family
thin.
like a giant, what's a group of
Puzzle.
things? Yeah, that would make more sense. It's pieces that make a whole thing.
Right.
Tree is just a tree.
Well, they say family tree because everything starts with one.
Does it though? I thought it started with two people making.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Just saying, but okay, sure. Mac, where were we?
Wait, we were on yours, were we? Yeah, we were on yours. Shapeshifters. Homeless, no
Shapeshifters?
more homeless people. And I said that would be great for murderers, and you thought I was
horrible.
weird.
Yeah, horrible. But anyway, yes, shape shifting. You become an animal, and you don't have to worry about being homeless out in the streets and being all nasty. But even then, you might want to be something because homeless people they're kicked out of parks and stuff. So maybe you become a bench or.
And when the police show up, you're just a bench with all the stuff around you.
Why would you have stuff around me? I want to be a nice bench.
I don't think I'd want to stay a bench my whole life.
It depends. There's a show called Dirk Gently, and there's a character.
Dirk Gently?
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. You should watch it. The first season. I don't like the second season, but the first season is really
Okay.
good. Anyway, they're in the second season, which I'm referencing, not the first season, which is the better one.
Wait, are we spoiling?
No, not at all. It's not spoiling. In the second season, there's a character that was a famous actress. She was the best actress in the world because she could become anything. So she took pleasure in becoming objects.
I mean, that's the easiest acting job.
Exactly. So some people might enjoy being a bench because
So-
their method. I'm a
method actor.
Leonardo DiCaprio would become a bench. He'd become a chair for you to sit in. He'd become. Because that's how he is. That's who he is. Deep down inside. Meryl Streep would become.
Why
a
did you say
trash
it that
can.
way?
That's how you're supposed to.
Meryl
Did you not know? Meryl Streep. See, when they announce her name at award shows, they're doing it all wrong. It's like, and the award goes to Meryl
Meryl
Streep. That's how you're supposed to say it.
Oh my goodness.
If you
Double
say,
checking.
if you
Meryl
yell
Streep's
Meryl
Mamma Mia,
Streep in the
mate.
street, she will not turn around. But if you say Meryl Streep, she's like, yes,
Yes, that's me.
that's how I was raised. My mother spoke of me
Meryl.
like that.
Meryl Streep.
It's like that's
Whatever her middle name is.
that's how I was raised
Meryl
in,
something.
in the by the nuns in the Catholic Church.
Sister Streep.
Sister Streep.
Sister Mary Streep.
That's funny.
Oh, that's terrible.
So what is your last point?
My last point is that robberies are easier. Or crime in general.
Makes sense. I
Yeah.
know what you mean because now I can get a two-person and then one person forms like a rock and I throw them in the window. And then they burglarize.
Sure.
Yep, that's what I'm going with. That's our plan. What's your burglarizing plan?
That I go in and they're like, oh yeah, he was wearing a mask and da 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 da. And then I go out and my face is just regular face because it's not a mask.
Lame. I'm sticking with my rock thing. I'm gonna throw.
You're gonna throw your accomplice through the window. That's a boulder because I don't think you can make yourself smaller.
I think you can. If you can become an animal, you can become a small
I mean,
rock.
there's animals that are as big as me,
But they're
so,
cats. They became a cat.
A meow.
You become a dog. So I'm gonna throw my cat through the window.
Angry cat noises
I
work
guess you gotta
then.
carry the thing, so how would that work? Because even if you say this person, okay, let's say someone breaks in, right? Mm-hmm. And you shapeshift to look like someone else, you still have the objects on you. No,
True.
I didn't steal these TVs in my arm. I just found them this way. Okay,
I found them.
I'm not that person.
So you shapeshifted to a
So
cart.
someone else stole it, then they gave it to you. I found it. So yes, obviously.
I mean, obviously, like, who did you find in the video? Because it wasn't me.
I guess you
so
could
it could have
shapeshift
been
into a
me.
car. But then wouldn't the TV
You need
be
like
inside
more people. I think you need more people for a car. Like maybe
'Cause it's too
three.
big. You need, like, 3
You
people.
probably need 3.
Because I can be the trunk.
Yep. And
I
I'll
can be
just
the
be holding
caboose.
things.
You could be the chairs. And you need a third person to be the engine, I guess. Or we're just all running with our feet.
You're Flintstoning it.
There you go.
There you
Exactly.
go.
So,
All right, so yeah, that's mine. Robberies are easier. What's your last point?
my last point. Retina scans for all employees. Bam.
Yo, that's real smart
There
because
we
you
go.
can't
There you
change your retina.
There you go. There we go. Okay,
Oh,
'cause
that's
here's
smart.
the thing, okay? Companies are this is very important. I don't need people coming in, having fun, making jokes and stuff like that, and doing frivolous things, okay? I need people who come to work, who's getting paid to work, and who I hired. So basically, you come into my store. You need to get into the Domino's back room, because that's where I'm working. So you use the iris scanner, zip, zip. Now you can make your dough, make your Domino's pizza, which I'm saying this specifically, not getting paid, but I went to Domino's recently, and I used to hate Domino's.
Domino's
now-
is good.
Domino's is good. They are now second after Pizza Hut for me. As in,
Why does everyone love
as in
Pizza Hut?
fast food chains, not like your smaller stuff.
Right. Why does everyone love Pizza Hut? It's so salty.
Okay, you go to the wrong places. You got to go to a good Pizza Hut,
Possibly.
not these ghetto Pizza Huts. I don't know where Pizza Huts you go to. What pizza Hut do you go to?
The ones around me.
That's the bad part. Don't go there. They don't care about life. Go to the ones.
I
in
like
nice
Domino's and
neighborhoods.
Papa John's, but Papa John's sauce is sweet, and I don't like that.
Papa John's hardly has any sauce on it.
Oh, that's perfect. I know.
It's horrible. You need more sauce.
I can't eat red sauce.
Then get some other sauce.
Yeah, I get the white sauce, and I get white sauce with extra cheese.
Get the white sauce.
Sauce.
Sauce. Say it again.
Sauce.
Nah, that's not how you say it.
It's not. I say sauce. Anyway,
Sauce.
sauce.
From Boston sauce.
Sauce. No ketchup. Anyway.
Yeah, why don't you get barbecue sauce or something like that?
Ew. No.
If
You
you're
get a
getting
white sauce
If
pizza.
you're getting a chicken.
Chicken?
If
A chicken in China?
Cow and chicken. If you're getting a chicken, then you can get barbecue sauce.
No, you get a Alfredo pizza, a white sauce pizza with chicken on it, chicken Alfredo pizza.
Why can't you use marinara sauce?
I'm allergic to it.
You're allergic to marinara?
Yeah.
Well, now we know your weakness.
Oh no, I still eat it.
Okay.
Oh no, it just okay.
It makes you
So
bloated?
no,
Gives
okay,
you the dye?
no,
Give
okay,
you the
no. It doesn't give me the dye of the with the no. Okay, so you know how like right before you throw up, your mouth springs all that water, and it's like a
No,
running
I don't
faucet.
investigate when I throw up.
I don't either, but I know that feeling. And so, like, when your mouth just springs all that water and you're like, oh, I got to puke. Yeah, my mouth does that when I eat red sauce. So, like, I can't have tomatoes. I can't have pizza.
Wait, it just springs water, that's all?
Yeah, I eat it. And then, well, if I keep eating, it'll come back up and I don't make it. I don't like doing that.
And why would you still eat it? You said I still eat it.
No, I eat like 2 bites, and then the only other
Why
way
eat it
is,
at all?
The only other way is if I have like soda or like a strong juice.
Juice.
So soda or strong juice. So I
Soda.
can, stop.
Sauce.
Soda or
Soda
strong
for your sauce. Say soda sauce.
soda sauce. I can't even say. Soda sauce.
This is life.
Soda sauce. Anyway, so like if I have the sauce,
You
I
need
have
soda
to,
with your sauce. Yes.
yes, but it has to be like a dark soda, which I'm not a fan of. So
Okay.
yeah,
But anyway, let's go down our points real quick.
okay.
Going down our points. Ha-cha-cha.
Oh my
Going
gosh.
down our points. Ha-cha-cha.
Okay, so my 3 points are that if everyone was a shapeshifter, there would be anti-shift bans.
Shift ban.
Cheaters be cheating,
Cheaters be cheating.
and robberies are easier.
Stealing from your house and your mama
And the bank.
and the bank. A little too hard. Stick with houses. Stick with houses.
You, a little too
A
hard.
little too hard. A little too hard. We're amateurs. Yeah. Your turn. You gotta give me some jazz
Oh.
music. No, that's hip hop. Forget it. My points. Multiple families, no more homeless people, retina scans. So, Marcy, whether people go see this movie or not, what movie do you suggest they see in their free time?
Oh my goodness. My movie suggestion is Next Gen. A rebellious girl and a runaway combat robot unite to stop a madman's technological plan for world domination. This movie wait, what? Who is John Krasinski? This movie stars John Krasinski.
You know who John Krasinski is?
No, who is he in the movie?
Let me see this movie.
Next Gen. It's that Netflix movie.
Oh, it's an animation.
Yeah.
He's the robot.
He's the robot?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that.
Wow.
Oh, my favorite girl is in here, though. Anyway, this movie stars John Krasinski, Michael Pena, and Anna Akana. I love Anna. And honorable mention, David Cross. Yes. But yeah, I like this movie. It's cute. It's a little animated robot flick. It's so adorable. You should watch it. It's great. So what is your movie suggestion if they don't go see this movie or my movie, or if they just want more movies to watch?
My movie suggestion is Man of Steel. With the imminent destruction of Krypton, their home planet, Jor-El, and his wife seek to preserve their race by sending their infant son to Earth. Crap place. The child spacecraft lands at the farm of Jonathan and Martha Kent, who named him Clark and raised him as their own son. Though his extraordinary abilities have led to the adult Clark living on the fringe of society, he finds he must become a hero to save those he loves from a dire threat. I really like this movie. It's my favorite depiction of Superman, as in live action. It was my favorite iteration of Superman until Superman American Alien, which is written by Max Landis. That run is amazing, and it should be a TV show because it's just one-off sections of Superman and stories, and it's just interesting. But yeah, Man of Steel is really great. I think Henry Cavill is a great Superman, and him as a child is very interesting. I'd watch a whole just series of him and dealing with that if the child actor was a good actor, unlike... I'm not going to throw shade. But anyway, there's another child actor in a comic book show. It's not that good because I don't like him. But anyway,
Ooh.
it's Baby Bruce. But anyway, you can figure it out. But anyway, so I love this movie. I think it's really good. I think it got a lot of flack from people saying it was too violent. Not violent, but too much destruction and too many people died. But it's about if Superman was real and the world and how things would go. And yeah. This is exactly how it would happen. And then people were like, oh, Superman doesn't kill people. Yeah, he has. He has before. I don't understand why that became a trend for people to say. And then people
People don't kill people.
people use that as an excuse to not like the movie. It's a good movie. Go watch that movie. It's awesome. The only thing I don't really like is when he kills somebody, the people he's protecting, they deserve to die, kind of, because they're not doing their job, okay? Try to save yourself. They could have ran, just saying. And also, how the dad died is kind of lame because it was for a dog, just saying.
A dog?
A dog. And that's not a spoiler. Well, I guess it is for the movie, but... his dad always dies. So Superman's dad always dies. So it's not a big deal. Okay, it just always
It's a thing,
happens.
it happens.
It's a thing. Everyone always knows. It's like Spider-Man always gets spider powers. Okay, it's always gonna happen. Okay,
Bruce Wayne always loses his parents.
exactly. Well, not always. No, one time Bruce Wayne died and his dad was alive and became Batman, and he was very murderous. But anyway.
Oh my.
Yeah, go watch Man of Steel. It's really good. It's very beautiful. If you have a big screen, go watch it on that. It has a great score anyway. So, Marcy, where can people find you online?
You can find me online on Twitter at Marcy_119. You can also find me on Instagram at Marcy_11.
Soon to be Mighty Mini Marcy.
.9. If I can find the handle free, it might change to at Mighty Mini Marcy. But I will reserve the right to keep both names. Because I like
You're
my
going to walk
original.
around with 3 M's going diagonal on your shirt.
Mighty Mini Marcy.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. I'll make it for you. Don't worry about it.
Where can we find you, David?
You can find me on Instagram at David_poems. You can find me on Twitter at a Clark Kent type. Shout out to the stash. Matter of fact, my icon on Instagram is from that comic book, the Superman comic book, American Alien. It's really awesome. It's where he's floating in the sky and his parents are freaking out and they don't know what's going on.
So, like, how do I deal with a child that floats?
Yep, they're very scared. But as always, shout out to Kit the Brit
We shouts to you, sir.
and all our other patrons. We appreciate you. You're the best. You help the show keep going. You really do. Please tell other people to be patrons because we need more help. And you know what? If you give us more help, you might get more episodes.
You'll get a whole lot more things.
And I hope you enjoy. Please tell other listeners to listen, all the people listening. And thank you for all our love that you give us. And we appreciate you and we love you back.
Bye.
And, no, I'm just joking. Bye.